With every successful video games, it seems there are tons of copycats that follow right behind it. But some of those copycats are so bad, we wonder why they were even made at all. Seriously, these guys weren't fooling anyone. What's up, guys? Jimmy or Chaos, welcome to Chaos Top 10s, and today we are going to be counting down our picks for the top 10 worst video game ripoffs. Now, for this list, we're going to be looking at video games that are so obviously trying to bank on other game success and did such an incredibly poor job. Trust me, some of these are really, really bad, and you are definitely not going to be able to guess the number one spot today. So turn on your notifications, click that little bell, check that box, whether you're on mobile or desktop, so you do not miss an upload. We put up a brand new gaming top 10 every night, and go over and check out the new Chaos Top 10 channel where we have everything top 10 that is non-gaming. Go over there and subscribe. Link is in the description. But now it's time to get into some really, really bad gaming ripoffs. Kicking off our list of ripoffs today, we have Sapia Go, and this is a straight blatant ripoff of Splatoon. And it was released for the Android, and it's a blatant copy of the Nintendo hit Splatoon. What do? Well, you go around the map and you try to paint as much as possible in a cartoony third-person world with unique characters that have all their own personalities and playstyles. Does that sound familiar? But you won't have to try and get to know these characters because they're literally just the Splatoon characters. Ever want to play a crappier version of Splatoon on your phone? Look no further than Sapia Go. It has everything that you could want and more in a blatant copy. This one's pretty funny, and I wonder how they don't get sued. At number 9. Pokeballs Training, straight ripoff of Pokemon Go. This one it doesn't really make sense to me. This is Pokeballs Training, a game where you just throw Pokeballs at things in the same style as when you're catching something in Pokemon Go. It's basically just a training app for Pokemon Go. If you know how the firing range works in Call of Duty, it's kind of a firing range for Pokemon Go, but with terrifying knockoff Pokemon and with completely different physics than the actual game. So all of this practice that you're getting here is absolutely useless. Not to mention, Pokemon Go is free. So why would you even need this? You can just go practice with Pokemon Go. You don't need to go download Pokeballs Training. This one makes me mad because I'm a huge fan of Mega Man. At number 8, we have Classic Robo War, straight ripoff of the classic series Mega Man. There have been tons and tons of Mega Man ripoffs in the past. I mean, it's one of the most successful franchises ever, so naturally people are going to try and bank off of it. But Classic Robo War is perhaps the worst of the bunch. Look at this game. All they did was recolor Mega Man and rename him Robot. Yeah, super interesting name there, guys. What's even better is the production description on the App Store. Yeah, this is another mobile game. Is just the Mega Man X game description with the word Mega Man replaced by Robot. Classy. Once again, I don't see how some of these games and developers and studios don't get sued back to the Stone Age by the original content creators. What is the deal with ripping off classic titles like Metroid? Number 7, another Bound is a ripoff, straight ripoff of Metroid Prime. As far as ripoffs go, though, this one at least had a little more effort put into it, but it's still horrible. Another Bound is a Metroid Prime clone released on the PC. Want to get the full Another Bound experience, you may ask? Well, go get your Metroid Prime disc, assuming you still have it, because you should. Pop it in your GameCube or your Wii if you still have one of those. Then set up a camera and put a whole bunch of random filters on it, and then play the game while looking through the camera. That's exactly what Another Bound is like. It's literally just a really ugly filtered version of Metroid. These are so laughable to me. What's next? This one probably makes a lot of people mad because there are a lot of Overwatch fans out there. At number 6, we have The Legend of Titan, which is a blatant rip of the huge game Overwatch. As far as Overwatch ripoffs go, most people point at Paladins for being the most blatant. But believe it or not, there is something even more blatant and way more horrible than Paladins. Enter The Legend of the Titan, a game so similar to Overwatch that some YouTubers even had videos copyright claimed by Activision because they thought they were uploading Overwatch videos. Perhaps that's a sign that your game is a little too close to the source material, don't you think? In fact, in an interview, the developers were asked why it was so obviously an Overwatch clone, to which they responded that the models and gameplay were just placeholders, and they planned on making it much more original in the future. Why would you plan on making it more original in the future after you launched it? That's BS. That's complete BS. This one probably makes me the most angry at number 5. Zelda the Linked Swords, which is a straight ripoff, you guessed it, of Legend of Zelda. I didn't mispronounce that. This game is legitimately called Zelda the Linked Swords. It's a Zelda clone that butchers the two main characters' names in the title of the freaking game. The entire game is like that. It's just Zelda, but poopier. That's right, I said poopier. Want to know the best part, though? No one has ever actually finished this game because it's so broken. Many people have even debated, is there an end to the game? As no one can get past the first few levels. It seems appropriate because it's a crap game. They ripped off Zelda, and they probably didn't even finish the game, which means they ripped off the consumers as well. Garnering our number 4 spot on this prestigious list we have today is Sword Requiem, which is a ripoff of Fire Emblem. The Fire Emblem series has a massive following who love the way the game plays, the characters, the storyline, all of it. It's just a great series. Well, if you want to have some fun, go get a Fire Emblem fan, have them play Sword Requiem, or Requiem, however you say that, and then just watch them squirm with frustration. Seriously, this is just Fire Emblem with different names in the characters and slightly different character designs. Everything else is exactly the same. Copy infringement, copyright infringement, source material infringement, whatever you want to say, the lawyers should have drawn up the papers a long time ago. This one's funny. I laugh when I see this one. At number 3, what could you name a game if you were trying to rip off Mario Kart? Let's go with Mole Kart. That's right, Mole, M-O-L-E, Kart. Moly, moly, moly. That's the best title they've come up with. They're totally not a Mario Kart ripoff racing game, right? Well, in case you're not convinced by the fact that the title and the gameplay are stolen from Mario Kart, how about this? The courses are from Mario Kart as well. Seriously, this game just ripped courses from Mario Kart Wii, changed the character models, and re-released the game. They didn't even bother to change some of the items, as Bullet Bill and the item boxes themselves were untouched. Needless to say, Nintendo was not happy about this and almost immediately ordered a takedown, which Mole Kart responded by just changing some of the textures. That's it. And somehow, Nintendo was okay with that, which is crazy because Nintendo is super picky. I don't understand the gaming world sometimes. At number 2 on today's ripoff list, ripoff buffet if you will, Final Combat, which is a ripoff of Team Fortress 2. Let me know in the comment section how many times I say ripoff in this video. Team Fortress 2 is still, to this day, one of the most popular PC games in the world, which pretty much spells out the fact that it has its fair share of ripoffs. If you're popular, people try to copy. But perhaps the dumbest and most obvious is Final Combat. It is a class-based shooter with big personalities for each of the classes, but every single class and character is obviously a copy and paste of those in TF2, and the gameplay is just lame and unfun. Also, I have to bring this up. Why would you rip off a free-to-play game like TF2? That really doesn't make any sense. What's stopping people from just playing the real TF2 for free instead of your stupid ripoff? Come on now. You have to work smarter, not harder. And we've come to the number 1 spot. You guys know how this works. I want to know if you could guess what is in the number 1 spot. I don't think you're going to get it today, but let me know on Twitter and in the comment section if you were able to guess it. And at our number 1 spot on this amazing list today, we have 3D Cartoon Land Safari, which is a copy of Super Mario 3D Land. Did you get it right? Because I bet, honestly, none of you did. Coming in at number 1 is 3D Cartoon Land Safari. This was an iPhone game that was literally just Super Mario 3D Land, but with worse graphics and horrible controls. What's worse about this is how it was somehow approved by Apple for their store. Seriously, this game that you're looking at right now was approved by consumers, for consumers, I'm sorry, by Apple. Sure, it's gone now, but how did it even get in the store in the first place? Were they bribed? Was it a troll? Was it a joke? I'm going to just say it was a troll until I hear otherwise, because I can't think of a single reason that would get Apple to consciously approve this game for their App Store in any way, especially ripping off a juggernaut series like the Mario series. You would just... Where's the control? Where's the quality control done on these games? And there you have it, my friends. Those are 10 of the worst video game ripoffs to date. Let me know where we got it right and wrong. Let me know what should have been added on this list. There's plenty of them out there, I know that. And there is a link below to a playlist with all the gaming top 10s. And once again, if you want top 10s that are non-gaming, go check out the new launch Chaos Top 10 channel as well. That link will be in the description as well. And that is it. I will be back tomorrow night with a brand new video, as I am every night. and I'll see you on the next video.